Hi, it's Karen from 50 is the New 50 blog, and today I'm going to do a 6-piece palette fall look with Mascara Beauty. And these are the 6 colors I'm going to use, and let's go ahead and get started. So the first thing I want to let you know is that I already prepped my face. I put a little bit of my Milk Moisturizer on this morning and let that set in. And now I'm going to take some of the Stay Setting Spray. And this is the one with the SPF of 30. And I'm just going to dab that on. Kind of like a primer. I like to put it on my eyelids and kind of in that area that might get a little oily or move later in the day. So we'll just let that dry. Okay, first thing we're going to do is go ahead and color correct with my color correcting color, which is called Mango. And I'm going to pick up my detail hack brush and use the smaller tip, and I'm just going to tap twice, and I'm going to go ahead and apply to those areas that are a little bit darker, highly pigmented, sunspots, all my age spots. This is also great to color correct redness and dark brown under eye discoloration. So I'll put a little bit under there, and I also like to put this on my lids because my lids get a little bit orangey. I don't have any makeup on this morning yet except for some eyelashes from Lashify, but I actually sometimes look like I have like kind of a brownish coloring on my eyelids. So go ahead and spot treat all of that, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I went through with my color corrector Mango, and I hit all those dark pigmented spots, sunspots, little areas where I get a little bit red. Now we're going to go ahead and contour. And to contour, I'm going to take the other side of that detail hack brush, and I'm going to dip into my contour color, which is Ash. And we're going to contour my cheekbones, my forehead because it's larger, underneath my chin, and definitely down into my neck. So again, I'm just going to take that brush, tap it in. I'm going to start up here with my cheeks, so starting on the outside of my ear area, and just kind of pull that down up underneath those cheekbones. And just kind of tapping that in to define the bone and to emphasize your bone structure. I'll do the other side later, but the next place I'm going to do is up on my forehead, and I'm just going to start at the hairline and brush down. This kind of helps shorten your forehead if you need to, and kind of emphasize your eyes. So we'll go ahead and bring that down, and then we'll blend that in later. But I'm just kind of tapping all along there to bring that forehead down. We'll do the other side, but the next thing to do is going to be to define your jawline. So we're going to go ahead and start up here underneath the ear. I'm not going along the side of my face, I'm actually going underneath along that jawbone, just on those edges. And then my favorite spot is to camouflage under the neck. So we're going to go right here along the chin, tap again, and then pull some of that contour color down to create a shadow to highlight underneath. And we'll do the other side, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I went in, like I said, with my detail hack brush, and I contoured the top of my forehead, underneath my cheekbones, not going any farther than the outside of my eye, underneath the jawline, down the chin to the neck, and underneath. All right, so the next step is to add my main highlight color or foundation. We call them highlights. And I'm going to go ahead and switch over to my favorite all-around brush, which is the Buffy brush. And I'm going to use the larger end. It's two-sided, which makes it really, really versatile. And I'm going to tap into my main highlight foundation color, which is Sandy. 2 taps, and then we're going to start feathering and tapping. Just kind of tapping until on your face until you have no more makeup on it, and then you can go back in and just do taps. So the biggest thing about this makeup is it is highly pigmented. It's a cream, so it should last you, 2 to 3 months, your main highlight color, your main foundation color. So you don't want to overuse it. You can always build up if you need extra coverage. So tap, tap, barely pushing in, then coming in, and I'm avoiding my contoured areas because I already have the color up there. The contour provides coverage and color, so I don't need to add on top of that. So I will just finish up going around, adding this color, my main highlight color, all over. Okay, so now at this point I've added my main foundation or highlight color, which was Sandy, and I like to now take my perfector sponge and I like to just press that color in. This helps lift any excess, and just kind of, especially with mature skin, wherever I have some fine lines, it just kind of helps press that in. I'm still not blending yet. I'm just kind of going around and just giving that a little bit of a setting, a little bit of a pressing. All right, now we're gonna go ahead and jump in and we're going to do our highlighting or brightening. And the highlight is, again, another foundation, and for me, that one is called Candlelit, and that is gonna go underneath my eyes and down in a V, the center of my face, to kind of create that triangle of light that we like. And I'm going to use it also to kind of help brighten the eyes, but also kind of take your eye away from my under eye puffiness that I have and a little bit of the creasing that I have. Okay, so I'm going to grab my Buffy brush, but this time I'm going to flip over to the other side, that's the smaller angled side. And again, 2 taps into that very lightly. We're going to start up here in the corner of the eye, and I'm going to bring that down the side of my nose. And then I'm not going all the way up underneath my lash line. I'm actually kind of coming underneath and down into a triangle underneath the line of those areas that are the most puffy. And that just kind of helps pull your eye away. Go in, down the side of my nose, and then over and down into a triangle. See how that brightens already, the under eye, and just kind of stops, camouflages the puffiness. And that's what we're looking for, is we don't want to put it right on top all the way up into here on our puffy under eye. We want to kind of come along and down. Okay, we'll go ahead and do the center of our face. So I'm just going to put a little upside down triangle, bringing it down my nose here, a little bit on my chin, just to kind of brighten that whole center of your face. So as you can see, I've got the contour, the brightening, contour, and my main foundation. Now I'm going to go ahead and grab my Buffy or my Perfector sponge, and this is really important, especially with the brightening highlight and especially with mature skin, is to press that in. And this is just, it was damp and I wrung it out really, really well, and I did have some setting stay spray on it, but it's now just mostly water and dampness. So I'm going to go ahead and go in, and I'm going to press up underneath where I had that brightening highlight added. This will help press it into any fine lines, help set it. Especially up here, I've got pretty good forehead lines. Sorry, mascara is going to be my Botox for now because I don't do that, but this really helps. All right. So now we can go ahead and do a little bit of blending. I'm going to go back to my Buffy brush because I love to blend with that. Just want to be very gentle. It's a very soft and condensed brush. So I'm going to go ahead and just now start blending kind of in a gentle circular buffing motion to soften those lines. So this is where I have the contour and the main highlight, which was sandy. So I'll pull that down a bit, kind of blend and pull up. And then here I have the highlight, my brightening highlight, and underneath my eyes, around the nose. Okay, so I'm going to go through, I'm going to avoid kind of blending over my contour because I don't want to blend that out. We're going to put blush and lip and cheek color over that. But I'll go ahead and just do a little bit of tapping until I feel comfortable. All right, so I've gone ahead and I kind of buffed and blended into my skin and set in with the Buffy brush. Now the next step is to add some cheek and lip color. And I'm going to use Sandstone today. It's just a gorgeous, rich, kind of reddish tone, rust tone with some really pretty brown. So I'm going to use again, that bigger side of my Buffy brush, and I'm just going to do 2 taps. Now, this is pretty intense pigmented color, so I'm going to go on the cheeks, the apples of my cheeks, kind of above that contour line and up towards my ear. So it's darker at the cheeks and then lighter as I feather it up. Then what you can do is just take that and just take where the contour line was and just brush that up into that blush color. And it is pretty dark right now, but we're not done because we're going to use our Perfector sponge to blend that in. So let's go ahead and do the other side. The apples of our cheeks, moving towards our ear where it's lighter, and then taking and just brushing up the contour, kind of blending those 2 lines together. So we don't want our contour to disappear completely. We definitely want that to be there to create a shadow and to help emphasize our bone structure and our cheeks. All right, so pretty dark, but we're going to go ahead and grab that Perfector sponge again that's still wet, still damp, and I'm going to go ahead and start pressing. And that will help lift any excess color, and it just helps press that in, soften that. Isn't that pretty? Compared to this side, which is still a little dark. So just go ahead and press and soften. Lift anywhere you got it a little too heavy-handed. And there we go. So that's a really pretty color. I like that a lot. All right, so the next step now is to go ahead and add some Illuminator. And today I'm going to use actually my Perfector sponge, and I'm going to use this Photoshop powder illuminator, and it's really pretty. It's kind of like the powder version of rose gold cream illuminator, and I'm going to just use the pointy end of my Perfector sponge, and I'm going to dip it in, swipe it into that color, and I'm just going to go along the highest part of my cheekbone, right above that blush cheek color. There it is. And then we can use that Perfector sponge to blend that in between that to lift any excess. And the powders just are so much more of an intense illumination. It's just very pigmented. Go ahead and just pick a little bit up. I'll put a little bit up here at the top of my brow bone. We're going to do our eyes too today, and our brows, and then a little bit down the center of our nose. Okay, so I'm just going to use the angled side of that Know Your Angles brow brush, and I'm going to dip it into my ash contour. I'm just going to go ahead and get in here and just start defining and adding that to my brows. Just draw that out. Make sure that you take your brow all the way out. You don't need to angle back down, but just kind of come out a bit so that it extends that, especially if you have mature brows like me that tend to disappear on the ends or get lighter towards the end. So we'll go ahead and do the other side. I'll be right back. So that's just awesome. Then you can take the little spoolie side also and just give them a little brush. What's so great about that cream contour in your brows is it's almost like a brow pomade. Okay, so I thought I would do a really fun fall eyeshadow application today, and I'm going to use 3 colors. I'm going to use Sabrina. This is our new spiced cream on my lid and crease, and then this one here I'm going to use as a liner and to define my eyes, and that one is Rigoletto. So, all right, I'm going to go ahead and put some of my lip color on. I'm going to put first a little bit of that Peppermint Milk Moisturizer lip balm that we have, and then I'm going to grab, I know it sounds weird, but I'll clean this with my Houdini cleaner, but I'm going to grab the other end of my eyebrow brush, my eyeshadow brush, and I'm going to dip it into that sandstone and just apply that to my lips. And you can even line your lips if you wanted to, give them more definition. That color's just really pretty, and that just kind of pulls that together, that whole fall look. All right, so the final step is to take some setting spray, spray it on a couple good pumps, and get everything set for the day. So we'll just go ahead and pump that on. You can just take your Perfector sponge to tap it in, or you can just let it air dry. Hey, so thank you guys for watching this fall tutorial with the 6-piece palette that I was using, some really fun fall colors. And if you'd like to get into Maskcara Beauty and learn more about it, or if you want to get color matched, just go ahead and direct message me. I can send you my color match form. You can also click the little button at the top of the description of this video, and it'll take you to a color match link. And finally, you can also just go to the link in my bio, and from there you can get to my color match form. That's where we start, and I can't wait to get you into Maskcara Beauty. Have a great day.